Imagine a person so deeply empathetic and intuitive that they can sense manipulation before it fully takes shape. Now picture that person crossing paths with someone whose entire world revolves around being admired, validated, and in control. What happens when these two opposing forces, Sigma INFJ and Narcissist, collide? A clash unlike any other. The Sigma INFJ, independent and emotionally intelligent, sees through the narcissist's facade. Meanwhile, the narcissist, desperate to maintain control and power, becomes increasingly frustrated by their inability to dominate the INFJ, independent spirit. But why do these personalities clash so often? Let's explore the traits that cause such tension and how these encounters usually unfold. 1. Emotional depth, V's, superficiality. Sigma INFJ are defined by their emotional depth. They seek meaningful connections and thrive on authenticity. INFJ believe in creating relationships built on trust, openness, and understanding. For them, every interaction has the potential to deepen emotional connections. Their empathy and ability to read people's emotions makes them particularly invested in forming genuine, lasting bonds. In contrast, narcissists are motivated by superficial needs. They seek admiration, validation, and power, but only on a surface level. For a narcissist, relationships are transactional. They invest in people only to the extent that it benefits their ego. A narcissist's charm may initially attract a Sigma INFJ, but over time, the INFJ will see through the lack of emotional depth and sincerity. This difference in emotional investment is often the first point of conflict. The INFJ's search for depth exposes the narcissist's superficiality, creating tension when the narcissist realizes they cannot meet the INFJ need for authenticity. As the INFJ digs deeper, they uncover the narcissist's true motivations, leading to a clash between the INFJ need for emotional depth and the narcissist's shallow priorities. 2. The narcissist's need for control, V's, the Sigma INFJ independence. A key component of narcissism is the desire for control. Narcissists need to feel powerful and in command of their environment and the people within it. They manipulate, coerce, and deceive to maintain dominance. Narcissists often use tactics like gaslighting, making someone doubt their own reality, to assert control over others. By creating confusion and dependency, narcissists keep their victims in a state of vulnerability. On the other hand, Sigma INFJ are known for their fierce independence. They are not easily swayed by others and rely on their internal sense of self to navigate life. Sigma INFJ don't seek validation from external sources, and this autonomy makes them resistant to manipulation. INFJ are guided by their values and intuition, which gives them a strong foundation that's difficult for a narcissist to destabilize. When a narcissist tries to control a Sigma INFJ, they quickly encounter resistance. The INFJ independence prevents them from falling into the narcissist's trap of emotional manipulation. This frustrates the narcissist, who is used to bending others to their will. The more the narcissist tries to dominate, the more the Sigma INFJ pulls away, reinforcing their autonomy. This creates an ongoing power struggle, where the narcissist feels increasingly powerless, leading to escalating tensions. 3. Intuition as a defense against manipulation. One of the Sigma INFJ greatest strengths is their intuition. INFJ have an uncanny ability to sense when something isn't right, even before it becomes obvious. This intuition acts as a protective shield against narcissistic manipulation. Narcissists often rely on tactics like love, bombing, excessive praise, and affection early in a relationship to create dependency, and gaslighting to manipulate others. These tactics work well on people who are more trusting or who lack strong boundaries, but Sigma INFJ are highly perceptive. When a narcissist begins to manipulate a Sigma INFJ, the INFJ intuition picks up on subtle cues, changes in behavior, inconsistencies in stories, and emotional imbalances. Even if the narcissist is adept at deception, the Sigma INFJ can sense the underlying intentions. This awareness allows the INFJ to detach emotionally before they are fully drawn into the narcissist's web. As the INFJ begins to recognize the narcissist's manipulative behavior, they emotionally withdraw. Narcissists, sensing this withdrawal, often increase their efforts to control the INFJ, leading to further frustration. The more the narcissist tries to manipulate, the more the Sigma INFJ reinforces their emotional barriers, leaving the narcissist without a victim to exploit. 4. Empathy Vs. Exploitation. Sigma INFJ are among the most empathetic personality types. They are deeply attuned to the emotions of others and often take on the role of caretaker or healer in relationships. INFJ feel a profound responsibility to help those around them, and their empathy often drives them to support those in need, even at their own expense. However, this deep well of empathy also makes them attractive targets for narcissists who see empathy as a vulnerability to be exploited. Narcissists, lacking genuine empathy, exploit the kindness and compassion of others for personal gain. They may present themselves as victims in need of help or admiration, knowing that empathetic individuals like Sigma INFJ will feel compelled to offer support. In the early stages of a relationship, the narcissist may manipulate the INFJ empathy by playing on their desire to heal or fix emotional wounds. However, Sigma INFJ are not easily fooled for long. Once they realize that their empathy is being manipulated for selfish purposes, they withdraw their emotional investment. Narcissists who thrive on emotional investment, narcissists who thrive on emotional validation are left feeling deprived when the INFJ no longer offers support. This withdrawal of empathy often triggers a narcissistic rage, as the narcissist can no longer exploit the INFJ emotional energy. The INFJ emotional energy, meanwhile, recognizes the need to protect their own well-being and sets firm boundaries to prevent further exploitation. 5. Boundaries as a defense mechanism. For Sigma INFJ, boundaries are essential in maintaining emotional health. While INFJ are compassionate and empathetic, they are also highly aware of their emotional limits. They know that if they do not set boundaries, they risk becoming emotionally drained by those who take advantage of their kindness. In relationships with narcissists, boundaries are the INFJ first line of defense against manipulation and control. Narcissists, on the other hand, are boundary violators. They push and test limits to see how much control they can exert over others. Narcissists do not respect the emotional or personal boundaries of their partners, often using guilt, manipulation, or coercion to break down those defenses. When a Sigma INFJ senses that their boundaries are being violated, they respond by reinforcing those boundaries with even greater determination. INFJ are not easily swayed by emotional manipulation, and they are quick to recognize when someone is trying to push them beyond their comfort zone. This boundary setting frustrates the narcissist, who expects compliance and submission. When the narcissist realizes they cannot manipulate the INFJ into abandoning their boundaries, the relationship often deteriorates. 6. Power struggles. Control Vs. Autonomy. The clash between Sigma INFJ and narcissists can often be understood as a power struggle between control and autonomy. Narcissists thrive on control. They feel powerful when they can manipulate others and dominate their environment. This control gives them a sense of superiority and validation. Sigma INFJ, however, value autonomy above all else. They are not interested in controlling others, but they fiercely protect their own independence. INFJ have a deep sense of self and are guided by their internal values, making them resistant to external control. They do not need validation from others to feel secure in who they are, which makes them difficult targets for narcissists who seek to dominate their relationships. This power struggle often leads to a breaking point in the relationship. The narcissist, unable to control the Sigma INFJ, becomes increasingly desperate, trying new tactics to assert dominance. The INFJ, recognizing the narcissist's intentions, pulls further away, creating an emotional distance that the narcissist cannot bridge. This back and forth dynamic of control versus autonomy eventually leads to the collapse of the relationship, as the narcissist's need for power is incompatible with the INFJ need for independence. 7. The aftermath. Emotional growth vs. narcissistic rage. After the clash between a Sigma INFJ and a narcissist, both individuals are left to deal with the aftermath. For the narcissist, the end of the relationship is often met with feelings of narcissistic rage. They cannot comprehend why they were unable to maintain control, and their bruised ego may lead them to lash out in anger or seek revenge. For the Sigma INFJ, however, the end of the relationship is an opportunity for emotional growth. INFJ are deeply introspective and use their experiences to learn more about themselves and the world around them. While the relationship with a narcissist may have been painful, it also provides valuable lessons in setting boundaries, protecting emotional energy, and recognizing toxic dynamics. In the aftermath of a clash with a narcissist, the Sigma INFJ emerges stronger, more self-aware, and better equipped to navigate future relationships. Their independence and emotional resilience remain intact, while the narcissist is left grappling with their inability to control or dominate the INFJ. The clash between Sigma INFJ and narcissists is inevitable, rooted in opposing values and personality traits. The Sigma INFJ emotional depth, empathy, and independence are at odds with the narcissist's superficiality, need for control, and manipulative tendencies. As the two engage in power struggle,